Yeah, myself, I'm Preeti Lal. I teach in Government Senior Secondary School, Chandigarh, which is South Andaman District, Andaman and Nicobar Island. Actually, I have been given the responsibility of taking classes right from 6 to 10. Ninth and 10th, though I deal differently, but when I go to 7th and 8th, what I felt that there are certain students who, like the ones, those who are backbenchers, slow learners actually, in spite of going behind them, I don't get any positive response from them. I tried my level best to bring some good, good points from them, or to bring some certain goodness from them, to make sure that they complete their notebooks and all. In spite of my repeated reminders, I failed in my mission. So what I decided was, I felt there are certain students who are a bit reluctant in approaching the teachers. They don't approach directly. They may be scared of the teacher, or maybe some other reason, and they are means like what I felt, they are more comfortable with the fellow mates. So what I did was I divided them into groups, keeping in mind that the group consisted of slow learners, mediocre learners, then average students and above average students. Why I did so? Because if a task is given, every group of students, means like if a means like sometimes it happens that I give a certain task. The task should be like attempted by all the categories of students. So, like whenever the notes is also given, I make sure that they complete the notes. And I have totally instructed, means I have instructed the students that they have to complete the notes. And if suppose that particular work is not done by the group, the whole group is penalized. It's like they are given negative marking. So now what I have seen, the students, even the slow learners, even if they don't complete the work, the assignment, etc., so what the intelligent students or the above average students do, they pull them, they don't allow them to go for lunch also. They pull them, they make sure that they complete their notes, they make sure that they complete their assignments, everything, and everything is up to the mark. Now I see a lot of changes. Their notebooks are complete, their assignments are complete. Since I deal with science subject, my subject has a lot of activities to be performed. So I make sure that I don't do the activities in front of the students, in front of the class rather. I make the students do. And how exactly it is done, I give them certain topics, 2 or 3 topics. Like it is evenly distributed in different groups. And I make sure that each and every child come in front of the class and perform the experiment. Even if he or she is a bit reluctant in speaking, let him or her demonstrate the experiment. There is a vast difference I have seen. Like the slow learners, what exactly they do? They devise the apparatus themselves. They devise it, they experiment it, they fail to explain in English maybe or Hindi, but with broken languages, they try to make me understand. Like I'll give you one experiment. Being a scientist means I have a topic in science which has got something to do with the ignition temperature. So, students were asked, means I was supposed to tell them that there are certain things by which the ignition temperature of certain things can be raised. One such experiment consisted of increasing the ignition temperature of water. So what exactly we were supposed to do was to burn, means to heat the water in the glass cups. So I tried ways and means to heat it by holding it in my hand. I was not able to do. But you won't believe, my students themselves devised the apparatus by making 2 blocks. All were means like household materials. They made 2 beams, then a platform, and they made 2 rings in which the cups could be placed and 2 candles in between. How well they demonstrated the experiment, and it was purely their ideas themselves. I just instructed them and everything was done by them. So by doing this, what I observed, the slow learners means like though they were not very good in written work or in academics, but they were very good in experiments. Whenever any circuit diagram was to be made means I told them, means I was teaching them conductors and insulators. So they brought the materials. They did everything. They managed everything. They brought the wire. They brought the bulb. They brought this thing. What to say? Different materials. All the materials. Like they brought rubber. They placed the rubber in between to show whether it is a conductor or an insulator. You won't believe they brought whatever was available just to show me that these are insulators and these are conductors. Similarly with acid bases and salts, when I did with them, they brought different things and they did it with the this thing, what to say, litmus paper. They did with the litmus paper and even with the natural indicators like turmeric papers, etc. So uh, after adopting this technique, what I felt that even the slow learners, if they are given a little bit of push, a little bit of importance, a little bit of enthusiasm, if they are motivated, I tell you, they can bring a lot of changes can be seen in them. And I have myself, I myself experienced that they have really shown a lot of difference. Like in paper, it may not be 100%, like, but still, from the previous paper when I assess now, they have shown a lot of difference. Now this idea of mine, I named it as peer learning. And this idea was chosen by ZIIE, by Shri Aurobindo Society, and I'm really grateful to them. Because of them, today I'm standing here and I'm able to express my ideas in front of so many other teachers coming from different states. And I assure the organization that I'm going to continue this innovative way of teaching and I'm going to make sure that each child of mine is actually benefited from the technique which I am taking.